All right, this is me and Tabitha. We're going to make a quick video about my motorcycle experience, or scooter experience, if I be more specific. 2 years ago, I went on a trip to Vietnam, and while there, I watched like 7 million people commute on a motorcycle every day. And I got to thinking, I was like, I could probably do that. And then as my kids got older, they all needed cars and stuff, and that got more and more expensive. Well, a friend of mine, his dad was no longer able to ride, and he sold me a 270cc motor scooter. So here's the scooter. It from the front, it actually looks more like a sport bike or a cruising bike, a touring bike, but the reality is it's a scooter. It's got a, again, 270cc motor. The biggest thing that I've noticed between what differentiates a motorcycle and a scooter isn't the engine size or it's automatic or not. It's the pass-through. Go show them where the pass-through, where you put your feet, Tabitha. Is the ability to just sit down and scoot your feet across in the front, which she isn't doing. This right here is the pass-through. But she's demonstrating sitting on the back. So there's motorcycles that have automatic transmissions, like the Goldwing. Honda has a dual clutch transmission. This has an automatic transmission, so there's no clutch. All you do is turn the throttle throttle handle, and it will go. And then you have a front brake only here, and then over here you have a brake that's actually a front brake, back brake linked, so it activates 70% back brake and 30% front brake. So this has been my ride for the last what are we in, January? So since May of last year. So 8 months, and I've put over 7,500 miles on the bike. I've had my experience in San Antonio, which is not known for the best drivers, has been pretty good. I've had a couple of near misses. All my near misses actually are on surface streets where there's intersections or curves, that kind of stuff. I don't spend a ton of time on the highway, but this bike can go in excess of 80 miles an hour. I tend to not do that because it's not made for highway riding like that. It can, but that's not its primary purpose. The RPMs are a little high. So I'm going to give you a quick little walk around on it with my assistant here. Take that. All right, so I'm really just not going to give you an overview of the motorcycle in its entirety, just kind of how I've been able to use it for myself and the way that it works well for me. Just coming up to the front, I installed a RAM mount, so I put my iPhone goes here, and I can have my GPS running if I need it for traffic in the morning. I don't really do anything else other than for traffic, but half the time I don't even need that because I'm just coming home. Down here, there's actually a lockable glove box, and in here I have an iPhone charger that I can pull out and I can plug into my phone. I put my gloves, my warm weather gloves, in here. And then I have glass wipies for my helmet. If it's raining, I'll put Rain-X wipies in there. Over here, there's a little, it's not lockable, so it just opens up, but if I need gas, I'll throw my wallet in there and I can just scan my gas card real quick, have my garage opener in there, but not much use for that. Now the seat has basically everything that I need for all weather riding. Now during the summer, I don't have all this stuff because I don't need it, but these are riding pants that are made for warm weather. They're made to slide on the ground, so if I was to wreck, these would protect me from sun impact, but mostly just from road rash. This is wet weather gear here. It's all rolled up with the bungee cord, top and a bottom. So if it's raining, I put that on. Or if it's less than, people say, well, there's no cold weather in San Antonio. There is. It's just not like it is up north. We don't have snow and stuff, but the lowest temperature I've driven in was 25 degrees Fahrenheit, which is almost below zero at 60 miles an hour. So it gets cold. So I wear these even if it's not raining, if it's that cold, because it's a good windbreaker. Have my shoes, my riding boots, and then I have rags. I have a baklava down there, my leather gloves for when it's between 45 and 60 degrees. It makes a big difference. The gloves actually make a huge difference to me, whether they got a lot of wind passing through for the hot weather or whatever. In the back, I have my trunk. So this trunk I bought online from China. Again, scooters is really big in Asia, so a lot of the accessories that you get aftermarket are from Asia. And in here I have my riding coat, and it's big because I have my insulation gear in there for the wintertime, because it can get chilly here during the winter times. But I can take it out if it's 70 degrees and it's too warm for gear. I just unzip it and it just slides out. Here's my full helmet. And that's about it. And when I get to work, once I take these articles out, look in there, and take my, on the way to work, I put my backpack in here, my lunch bag. It's got plenty of space in there. It's actually linked up to the bike, so these actually turn on to give more visibility at night. So it has not brake lights, but just tail lights. But while I'm riding to work, I put my backpack or my lunch bag in here, and it works great. I have no problem with that at all. Just one recent thing that I ended up picking up for the wintertime, which was nice, were these gloves here. So come around there, the other side. Right here is fine. So these gloves actually are battery operated. So there's a lithium ion battery that hides in here, and you charge them, and then when you're riding, and if it's cold, you can power them on and have different settings, whether it's high or low or whatever. On high, you can get about 2 hours of warming time out of them. And for me, I only need a half an hour to work and a half hour from work. So if it's going to be cold the night before, I hook these up and I charge them up the night before, and then have them. And I actually usually have these on my bike as well. I have everything I need inside my bike. So yeah, 8 months, almost 8,000 miles, 7,500 miles. Again, a couple of near misses. People have asked me about that and safety concerns, and it's definitely a more risky form of transportation, especially here in the States, where the awareness is very low relative to Vietnam, where you'll have hundreds of thousands of people every day commuting in one city. So I took the Motorcycle Safety Foundation. It's a foundation that does motorcycle safety courses, and they have one. I haven't taken more yet. I'm going to. But I took in a basic course, which helped me understand a little bit more about motorcycle rider mentality and dealing with drivers, aggressive car drivers, that kind of stuff. What else, Tabitha? Is that about it? Oh, let me show you one more thing. So my kids are part of this. We have a good time. We go on rides and stuff, and so we have jackets that fit everyone, and these jackets have foam padding in the elbows and the shoulders and spine, that kind of stuff, and they're made to be. They got gloves too. So we have a Tabitha's jacket, Grant's jacket. We have this jacket fits medium-sized frames. The girls, Rhea and Hattie, will fit in those. Here's actually one of the liners that goes inside a jacket like mine, and then Leslie's is back there, and then everybody has a helmet that would fit them and keep them safe. So we practice safe motorcycle riding the best that we can, huh? Do you like going out with me? Mm-hmm. It's pretty fun. Feel pretty safe when I'm riding, for the most part. Yeah, for the most part. But yeah, we've had a good time. Have a spot right here in my garage. My garage is full of a lot of 20 years worth of marriage of stuff, but I was able to carve out this spot here right in the front by my workbench, so I can do what I need to on my bike, user maintenance wise. Not a lot that you have to do. These bikes are fairly low maintenance. Change the oil every 1,000 miles, and I actually need to do my 8,000 mile checkup, and I'll take that to the shop because I want, since it's my primary form of transportation and how I get around, I want it to be perfect. I don't want to have the front fork break off or some craziness. So I'll be happy to pay someone else to do the hard work. Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna run to the store real quick, and I need to grab some salsa for my dinner. I want some salsa. So 60 miles a gallon. My operating cost per month, including insurance, is about maybe $60 or something like that. And luckily in San Antonio, the weather is such that I can ride every day. There's only been 2 or 3 days where I've taken a car to work, and that's only because I needed to pick someone up from the airport or pick something up. I had to pick up a bed or something earlier in the year for Joshua and Lauren.
Yeah.
But other than that, unless it's icy, I won't ride. But if it's raining, I'll just wake up in a half an hour or so earlier and leave 10 or 15 minutes before I normally would, and just go slow, drive through the neighborhoods and just kind of work my way through. But living on the urban area of a city, it allows me to do that, I guess. Anyway, that's it. I'll put in a little clip I made earlier. I installed some lights underneath the bike, some LED lights that light up at night. So when I pull the trigger, when I pull the brake handle, it actually, all the lights on the bike go red, and I can have them alternating in different color schemes, and blue or red or white or pink. There's a bunch of different colors I can do. Have not been stopped by law enforcement yet for impersonating a cop. I usually have them flashing either like a purple, yellow, or a blue, and my goal is to be seen. So if I get pulled over and cited or asked to change it, I will. But until then, I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing, because I haven't gotten run over yet. Although the few times that I've had near misses were at night with my lights on, so who knows if it's actually helping. I don't know. All right. See ya. Peace out. Love you guys.